Me and my kids have been 5 days without food.
Hey, I'm hungry, but I can't afford food. Will you help me?
We have starving children all across this country.
In 1 week, children are going to begin starving. Seniors will begin going hungry. The disabled going hungry.
This is a terrible thing to say, but I'm going to say it.
When the U.S. government cut SNAP benefits last year, it was a major devastating blow to the American population. Right now, families are struggling to survive. They're struggling, they're hungry, they don't know where to find food because either they don't have money or food supply is low in some areas.
Finish everything in your bowl. Do you hear me? Because they're hungry kids in America.
In America?
They wish they had rice like yours.
In America? They don't have food in America? That's what Mama said.
Oh my God, I legit can't believe this, okay? Hear me out. Well, 40 million Americans are starving and they don't have money and they don't know what they're gonna eat, and their financial aid for their food is cut off by the government. Guess what? I just found out that Israeli mothers get a paycheck once they give birth, and their kid or their baby receives a paycheck until they turn 18 for 18 years. They get a paycheck every single month. Every single month. And the mother gets a paycheck, while Americans get nothing. Like, I don't know how. It doesn't matter if you're Republican, if you are Democrat. It doesn't even matter at this point. I don't know how Americans are not all like agreeing on one thing, like, fuck Israel. Like, I legit don't know how they brainwashed American to submit and be like, yeah, we love that Israelis are getting everything that we never received and we will never receive as Americans. It's such, I cannot even believe this. But Google it, yeah, it's true.
Some of Jamaicans that don't like how no alone are dead for hungry. Well, let me show you something. Right now in America here, there's a crisis going on with the government being locked down, and I'm going to show you this line, and they are going for food, and the line gone way to hell down at the other block down there. So we're down at the block down there, all right? These are people, working class people. We're hungry, and look at this line. Yeah, these are people who are hungry, and it's after 8 in the morning. So someone who do like a alone need food. People over here hungry same way, working without pay because the government shut down a month now. And look at the line. I remember saying that come from way around the sun. Yeah? This is a line and everybody have to join a line. Okay, and this is Manhattan. This is Manhattan. You understand? Okay. Now just watch and see how far I am walking from and see the line. I'm going to show it to you. To show you how people orderly and have to join line. Some of Jamaica don't have no respect. Everybody want food, yes, but join the line. Can you imagine what time these people gonna leave here today? Remember, it's coming from way around the block, way around the sun. And watch. These are people that are hungry, just like some of you. And it is cold out here. Let me show you something. Look. Way down the sun. All the way down the sun. Yeah? All the way down the sun. It go. The workplace over there, but me I'm going to show you something. Say, people are foreign hungry to Jamaica alone. But you see, some of the Jamaicans act like they're only alone upon the map. I saw on the stay because they don't want things done no. And everything for done no. It's all about no. Yeah? I remember say we have a prime minister in this country. Okay? Let me show you. I go to my way and walk and show you this line this morning. People go collect food. And the line go way back down the sun. All the way down at the end of the block. People. You understand? Okay. So people lay up in Charlie. And people out there from early. Imagine. The line go all the way around. I'm going to show you this morning. I'm going to show you. I could have videoed it from the other day, you know. I could have videoed this from the other day. For showing us the people over here suffer too. They don't have no money to their name. Yeah? No money. And it's a big foreign in a big Manhattan. Oh, it's a crisis there everywhere. But some of the Jamaicans really do like say, I only alone depend on the map. And sometimes we need to be grateful in our life. Remember me, I got my way and do this. Just to show no. See there? It's an Anglican church down here, so. You know, nobody face like this camera. Yeah, bro. Because I want to see. Hey, Jesus Christ. My God. This is... Father God, help me. Oh my God. Jesus. This is sad. Out here cold. And it was raining. People may come way back around the block. They go way around the block. Just for little food, you know. And people there in Jamaica hand out food. Wally. And you're still not grateful. Alright, I say in. Alright, I say in. No food on here. Yes, I in. Yes, I in. See? This is the food bank. This is it right here. Oh my days. Good morning. You're first in line. You're out here from early? Oh my God. 5 o'clock? 4 o'clock? So when do they start? What time are they going to start? Oh my God. Oh, they're doing it now? Oh my God. See? The lady out here from 4 o'clock. Dignity Community Choice. And imagine 4 o'clock. Look at this. You see? Food. Look at this. All these, that pork. Look for pork meat. Yeah, they're donating. Yes, guys. Hello. Look at this, guys. You do this every day? Good morning. You guys gonna be here all day, right?
I'll be here from 9 to 12. I don't know if there's another shift.
Because the line all the way to the back right here. All the way around. Oh, God. All right. Guys, all of these are pork meats. All of these are meat right here that you see. And turkey and pork, and that is turkey. Sharp baby, frozen. Oh, it's frozen turkey.
Do they have to have
Guys,
a ticket? What if they don't?
it's crazy. I swear to God. So here I am. Andrew Holness. One do what I do and don't watch the naysayers them. Because you do good. Yeah? You do good. What if people in Jamaica now get no? What if people in America now get no help? Seriously. You think say people that get help, then what are them people that people then walk? People in a walker. People with wheelchairs. They write us so. Collect food. Hundreds of people. Way around the block. I collect food. And this is big foreign. Yeah? And look how much hundreds of people are donated to Jamaica. And I give food. Oh God. And this is cold. It's cold out here. Me I go back up, guys, because I go work. It's cold out here. Cold out here. Lots of elderly people. Imagine. Nobody not fight, nobody not force them to wait. Yeah? Lots of people with them water and them wheelchair out here just to get some food, guys. My God. That's why I say we have to be grateful in our life, you know. We have to be grateful in our life. We have to be grateful in our life. Hurricane go to other countries, even right now in the Philippines. People dying. People that have no house. Hurricane go at every country and mash up everywhere. And some of Jamaica act like Congo, Jamaica alone, hurricane coming. See how much time God spares somehow? But no. You know, some of the time I'm looking on yourself and be grateful if you want to have. Nobody else can cost the government of foreign. Nobody over the sun. If you have to cost the government, they have to cost the government and they mine. Yeah? Because no matter who are the leader, people have to respect them. Respect goes a far way. One Andrew Holness me say, and that me say, I'm not take it back. So all I know can come up and comment and tell me everything, I care zero. Because word is winning and the words now do me nothing. No fun we are talking no low life or no hungry. This is real life.
This is a terrible thing to say, but I'm going to say it. There are 40% of our nation's school children that are going to state schools, public schools, are hungry. Do you know that when they're testing poorly, one of the number one reasons why they're testing poorly is they're mismanaged at home and they don't have any breakfast before they get to school? So they're hungry and they can't concentrate at school. Did you know that? We had things in place to help those people. We cut all those things. Cut them. I mean, we're taking 22 million people off of Obamacare. The big, beautiful spending bill is going to knock 22 million people off of Obamacare. What do you think is going to happen?
Me and my kids have been 5 days without food. 5 days ago, my food stamps were taken from me, stolen from me, with no warning. Today, I get this food stamp letter from the fucking food stamp office telling me not only am I losing my food stamps, I'm losing my $2,100 in cash benefits that I get every single month to pay my bills. I'm losing my Section 8. My food stamps have now decreased from $4,300 to $19 a month for 6 kids. How the hell am I supposed to feed 6 kids on $19 a freaking month? On top of having to come up with rent, because now I don't have Section 8. Cash benefits, no cash benefits. My $300 utility check that I get every single month, I will no longer be getting. We're going to be left out on the fucking streets. They take all of my food stamps. I don't even have a fucking dollar to my name, and I have 6 kids to feed. Please tell me, how is this making America great again? Can somebody make that? I'm so fucking pissed.
Hey, I'm hungry, but I can't afford food. Will you help me? Get a job. Okay, I got a part-time job, but I still can't afford food. Will you help me? Work full-time then. Okay, I found a full-time job, but now I lost my health insurance because I make too much. I still can't afford food. Will you help me? No, stop being lazy and get a better job then. Go to college or something. Okay, I took out loans and I went to college like you said, but now I have a bunch of school loans I have to pay back on top of my health insurance. I still can't afford food. Will you help me? It was your choice to take those loans out. Get a job and pay them off like the rest of us. Okay, I was one of the lucky few to get a job in my field after graduating, but now I have to pay for student loans, my health insurance, I lost my food stamps because I make too much, and they take more money out of my paycheck for taxes. I still can't afford food. Will you help me? No, we won't. Well, on one condition. What condition is that? Pop out a kid. What? You're a single person household. We don't really care about you, but if you have a baby, suddenly we have way more assistance available for you. So you're saying I only deserve food in this country if my body is either A, performing labor, or B, in labor? That's correct. Okay, this system seems really broken. No, it's not broken. It's working exactly how we designed it to.
Can you imagine being so filthy rich and so evil that you want to prevent babies from getting baby formula, from eating? Because that's what a lot of people use their SNAP benefits for. And this evil person in the White House, who is now considered President Scrooge, has taken the case of SNAP benefits to the Supreme Court in an emergency appeal. And they put a stay on the SNAP benefits being released for the lower circuit court of appeals to hear the case and make a decision. Now, I think they're going to ultimately decide to release the benefits, but yesterday was just chaos and confusion. You're not getting the benefits. Then you're getting the benefits. We're fully funding it. No, wait, now we're not. There's a stay. Now, some people have benefits because states started funding them and some didn't, and it's just mass confusion. So some people have money, not sure where it's going to come from in some of these states. Pennsylvania was able to fund it. I imagine other states will be able to also, but it's mass confusion, chaos, and people are still without food. Babies are going hungry. Guys, this should not be happening in this country. President Scrooge needs to end this, and he needs to come to a compromise with the Democrats and do it the right way, the way you're supposed to. It's called governing. It's when both sides work together, not dictating. Christmas is coming up, and it might be time for President Scrooge to get a visit from the ghost of Christmas past, present, and future. Let me know if you agree. Comment, like, share, spread the word, follow, subscribe, and I'll see you back here for the 411.
1 week. In 1 week, children are going to begin starving. Seniors will begin going hungry. The disabled going hungry. They're going to have to make the decision, do I eat or do I pay my mortgage? Do I eat or do I pick up my medication that I need to survive? These are the very real, very difficult decisions that Americans are going to have to make. And I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy, everyone that voted for this or everyone that just didn't vote at all. Are you pleased with yourselves now for whatever reason it is you couldn't bring yourself to vote? Maybe it was laziness, maybe it's indifference. I don't know. What will it be when your neighbors go hungry? What will happen when you start getting impacted? Because by the way, this will eventually impact all of us. Prices are going to continue to rise because grocery stores get about 12% of their total revenue from SNAP benefits. So what do you think stores will do when people aren't buying food? Oh, that's right, they're going to raise those prices even more. Are you pleased with yourself?
Surprise, surprise, the America First Party, the America First voters, don't seem to care if 42 million Americans, almost 40% of which are children, go hungry. And let's not forget the additional 1 million people who work for the government and all of our soldiers who aren't getting paid anymore because the Republican Party, they really want your premiums to go up. They really want their billionaire friends to get those tax cuts, so you're gonna have to go hungry for that. And what are Trump's priorities right now? War with Venezuela, building a ballroom, deporting American citizens, deporting legal immigrants, beefing with Zohran Mamdani, the most popular mayor candidate that New York has ever had. That's what he's focused on, not millions of Americans potentially going hungry. Listen, I voted against this. I told people not to vote for this, but people really wanted Trump back, and this is the result of that. It's terrible that so many Americans have to suffer, but this is what we get, I guess.
We have starving children all across this country. Richest country in history, but our kids go to bed hungry. Why?
You know, we have to ask ourselves one question. In which direction are we headed as a nation? In these clips, you saw people who are really, really struggling to survive. You saw some people who were giving their overall feelings and opinions based on data of the current situation and where they think we're headed. The very first clip of this video, well, not the very first, but the first clip after the intro, you saw a bit of a parody of an African woman saying, hey, kids, eat all your food because there are dying, or not dying, but starving kids in America. And it was a parody, but it's a reflection of what the reality is. And the reality is that many Americans nowadays cannot afford food. Or in some cases, the food supplies are running low for people who were relying on, EBT and SNAP benefits. When SNAP benefits were cut last year, it was a shockwave that was sent throughout the entire nation. Because for many years, and I'm not trying to play the race card here, but let's just say this, I just got to get this off my chest. For many years, people said, well, it's mostly Latinos and Blacks who are on SNAP benefits and EBT. Most Americans, they work hard, they pull themselves up by their bootstraps, and they go to work. How many people in this video complained about losing benefits that were Caucasian? See, guys, I want you guys to understand something. Because more than likely, if you're watching this video, you're a member of the United States of America. You're a citizen. And you could be Caucasian, you can be Black American, you could be African American. Yes, there's a difference. You can be Latino, Asian, it doesn't matter. Understand this. This is a country, as much as I love the United States, this is a country that has done well of pitting certain racial groups and religious groups and different diverse groups against each other. They found ways to separate us so that they can conquer, essentially. And if you think about America's fabric and its history, it's been based solely on race, solely on differences, based on ideological views, and it's just been a country that has been based on division, even though it's called the United States. No matter how you feel about it, guys, come on, we have to be honest. This is reality check. This is a check on our reality. And our reality is that now what we're seeing is we're seeing the total inner destruction of the foundation and social fabric within America. That's what we're witnessing. No matter how you spin it, guys, no matter how you spin it, because I know there's going to be people looking at this video saying, oh, he's playing a race card, or oh, he's trying to divide us more. Listen, sometimes in life, we just have to take a step back and reflect and analyze our situations to understand better what we need to do and how we need to move. It's the truth. Name a president in recent history or modern times that has really done something for us. I don't care what their party is. Just name one president who has actually done something for us as a nation, right? And when I say do something for us, I don't mean giving money to AI data centers. I don't mean, repairing a bridge in our neighborhood. I mean something that was earth-shattering and groundbreaking that we as a nation, we have moved forward. Name a single president who's done that. You know what the problem is with a lot of Americans? I'm just going to call a spade a spade. You know what the problem is with us? When we vote on election day, a lot of us are voting based on our biases. Whether that's a racial bias, a social economic bias, whether it's a bias regarding religion, whether it's a bias regarding our devotion to a single party based on what you believe is the right thing to do. I'll give you an example. Everyone knows, it's no secret, that Black Americans have been very devoted to the Democratic Party since the 1960s, right after the passage of the Civil Rights Act of 64, I believe it was. Black Americans, including my grandparents, were very devoted Democratic supporters. You saw in the last election with Trump versus Biden that even though Trump did not secure the majority of the black vote that went toward Trump was north of 20%. Now, why was that the case? Why was Trump the candidate who received a lot of the vote from black folks? Because a lot of black folks were suffering under Biden and his policies. It's just what it is. So then they flip the switch and they say, hey, you know what? Some of them pretty much say, you know what, let's give the other guy a shot. We know him from before. He wasn't the best in terms of, foreign policy, or he wasn't the best in terms of taking care of our nation, in terms of implementing programs to take care of people who are in need. But at least he didn't stir the pot so much with immigration. So then they voted for Trump. Trump comes back into office. A lot of people were hopeful that he would be hard stance on various policies and that he would make America great again. And now we're seeing it fall. Look, I don't have any devotion to any single party. I don't really care if you're left or right. I look at it as reality. What is reality? If a left president doesn't do anything, I'm calling him or her out. If a right president doesn't do anything, I'm calling him or her out. I have no devotion to a single party. I am devoted to the American people. I want to present these stories to you, just so you can get an understanding, if you don't already have one yourself, an understanding of what's happening in the country and how it is not working for us anymore. This is my job. This is what I do, because I've seen a lot of people that I really care about suffering. And with this recent food crisis, it's just making matters worse. It's making matters a lot worse, guys. There are people in other countries right now who look at us and they say, thought Americans had money. Why are they starving? Why are so many Americans starving? Because look, I'm going to go there. I thought about this, what I'm about to say, but I'm going to go there right now. And this is not to pull the race card or anything like that. But for many years, we've heard in the mass media that Black Americans were the food stamp recipients. Black Americans were the EBT SNAP benefit users in the country, and that they didn't have really any financial resources because they had lower levels of education, or they weren't able to pull themselves up by their bootstraps because they were lazy. We've heard all of these stereotypes. But in these videos, who were the people that you mostly saw? A lot of them were whites. Unfortunately, it's the truth. And that's why I said always, propaganda in the news against any groups, no matter what creed, religious background, color, race, whatever have you, has been used to keep us somewhat divided so that we're not stronger as a single unit. White people listen to what I'm saying. Black people listen to what I'm saying. Asians, Arabs, Latinos, listen to what I'm saying right now. The government has the ability to do right by us, but you do have certain figures, not saying any names, who may not want that. They realize the term of divide and conquer is a true term. They realize that the more we are united, the stronger we stand together. And when you divide people based on race, religion, sexual orientation, whatever have you, when you divide people based on that, they know that they can conquer us through propaganda. They can manipulate us. They can control us through propaganda. You understand what I'm saying? I don't want any black folks in this video saying, oh, he's talking a bunch of mess. And I don't want any white folks saying he's pulling the race card. I don't want it. If I see it, I'm going to block you because I'm speaking reality now. I don't care about your racial background. I don't care about where you come from. I care about America, and I care about Americans. Okay? I care about you. And that's the reason why I'm bringing you these stories. It's showing you the sentiment of the people out there on social media right now. Because this is going to be the truest form of pain that you'll see in America. Whatever you see on CNN or Fox News or any other news outlet will be a vanity compared to what you're actually seeing on social media when I post these clips. This is the true pain coming from the people directly. Grassroots media is very important, guys. Support me and other folks like me out here on YouTube, because it's very important to show you the reality. That's why this is called Reality Check. I must check reality. This is my job. This is what I love to do, because I am a person who always has his eyes in different places. I have my head down and I'm trying to understand and analyze what's going on within our nation and what's going on. Because I'm going to tell you like this. Let me think about how I want to say this. If Trump leaves in the next 3 years, because he's got about 3 more years, or in the next 7 years, whatever have you, the next candidate, if Democrat or Republican, won't be any better. The only way that things will get better if there is a massive change that will occur. Now, I'm not sure what that change will be. I am not the leader of such change. I don't know what it will be. It could be a major restructuring of the way that the Republican Party works or the way that the Democratic Party works. It could be a completely new party that has more media exposure during the elections. It can come from any direction. All I know is that something must happen soon. We cannot continue to have people starving. We cannot continue to have senior citizens and disabled people just struggling to find food at food banks. We can't have it. We are dipping into the Philippine status, guys. I'm serious. No disrespect to the Philippines for the Filipino listeners out there, but let's call a spade a spade. It's becoming like the Philippines. It's becoming like parts of Africa in some cases. We have all this money, but yet we don't have food for people. 40 million Americans we don't have food for? Does that make sense? Does that even make logical sense? Does that make logical sense? Where's the money going? Probably into AI. Where's the money going? More than likely into wars. Where's the money going? It's going somewhere. Where's it going? It's a tough time, guys. Listen, please subscribe to this channel. I'm bringing the heat all the time now. I want us to stop thinking about race so much, right? I use racial examples to prove a point, because once I make the example, you'll see how race is being used as a weapon in America. Because that's what the country was built on. It was built on race. Subscribe to this channel, as I said before. Stay tuned. There's a lot more coming. Like this video, and YouTube believes you'll like this video right here. There's a lot of stuff in that one. Give that a click, and I'll see you on the next one.